God says, "My child, you may not see everything that is unfolding, but heaven has been quietly rearranging your path. The threads of destiny are being woven together with great care, and your heart, though tired, is standing at the doorway of something beautiful. Your soulmate's heart has been awakening. They have been feeling the pull of divine love stronger than ever before. There are moments when their spirit whispers your name even before their mind catches up. Their soul remembers you, and their heart has started to long for a life filled with peace, truth, and love, the kind that only you carry. You have walked through a season of waiting, wondering if love forgot your name. But my child, love never left you. It was only being shaped, refined, and purified in the fires of time. Every tear you cried watered the garden of your future. Every disappointment cleared the space where I could plant something lasting. You thought I was silent, but I was speaking in the silence. I was aligning hearts, healing wounds, and protecting your soul from false love that could have destroyed your peace. Your soulmate is not far. They have seen signs too, signs that stir something deep within. A song that suddenly reminds them of you. A dream they cannot explain. A feeling that you are still connected no matter how much time has passed. My spirit is touching them in ways that logic cannot explain. They are being called into the truth of who they are meant to be, not just for themselves, but for you, and for the destiny both of you were born to share. You see, my child, love is not random. It is divine architecture. Before you were born, I saw the faces you would meet, the hearts you would love, and the pain you would carry. But I also saw the redemption I would bring from that pain. And now, as your soulmate's heart begins to rise with new courage, I am breathing life into a chapter you thought was finished. They are ready to propose. Not just in human excitement, but in the recognition that you are the one their soul has been searching for. But listen, my beloved one, before that moment arrives, I need you to understand something sacred. My ways are not your ways. My timing is not your timing. The path of love is not always a straight road, but a journey that prepares both hearts to truly receive one another. And while your soulmate may feel ready to step forward, there is something divine yet hidden, something I am about to reveal that will change everything, not to hurt you, but to help you see love through the eyes of heaven. The twist that is coming is not punishment. It is protection. You see only the surface, the excitement, the anticipation, the longing to finally be chosen, but I see the roots. I see where fear still hides in your soulmate's heart. I see where the past still holds small chains that must be broken before you both can walk in full freedom. If I allowed this union to happen before the healing is complete, love would struggle to stand. But when I reveal the twist, you will understand why I delayed what your heart was ready to receive. My child, I am not withholding love from you. I am preparing love for you. What is coming is not a rejection, it is a redirection towards something purer. For when your soulmate truly steps forward, it will not be from confusion or fear, it will be from divine clarity. I am teaching both of you what unconditional love means, love that waits, love that forgives, love that understands that divine timing is never late. You have felt my spirit whispering, haven't you? You have sensed something shifting. One moment you feel peace, the next you feel a storm inside. That is the sign that heaven is working. I am stirring both your souls because I am aligning your hearts beyond earthly emotion, into divine connection. The universe is whispering your names together in prayer. Angels are guarding the steps you take. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, miracles are forming in the unseen. There were nights when you cried asking, "Why do I still feel them? Why can't I move on?" And I, your God, whispered softly, "Because this love is not ordinary." But extraordinary love requires extraordinary preparation. Your soulmate has been tested in silence. They have wrestled with doubt, temptation, and distraction. They have tried to escape the pull they feel toward you, but every time they turn away, they hear your voice in their spirit calling them home. I am showing them that true love is not about perfect timing, it's about divine surrender. The twist that is coming may first appear as delay, but it is actually transformation. Something will happen that may surprise you, a revelation, a moment of truth, a situation that seems painful but is truly my hand exposing what must be healed before union. I am not breaking your heart, I am clearing space in it for divine love to dwell. Trust me through this process. Do not fear the unknown. I am the author of your love story, and every word I write is for your good. Look around, my child. The energy around you has shifted. You are not the same person who began this journey. You have become softer, wiser, more intuitive. You have learned to love without clinging and to wait without begging. That is growth, and heaven has noticed. Your faith is opening divine doors. The angels have recorded your patience as prayer. And now, the season you have been waiting for is drawing near, but not exactly as you imagined. When your soulmate appears again, you will feel a different energy in them, humble, awakened, ready to speak truth. Yet before that happens, there will be one divine twist, a moment that may test your understanding, but will also confirm my promise. You may feel shaken, but not broken. Confused, but not abandoned. Because behind that twist, I will be standing, guiding everything into its rightful place. My child, I am rewriting your love story so that when the proposal happens, it will not just be an earthly promise but a heavenly covenant. I am teaching both hearts to rise above fear, above ego, above human misunderstanding, so that what is born between you is eternal. Do not lose hope in the process. What I am preparing is worth every moment of waiting. You will not just receive love, you will recognize it as something sacred, something sent by me. Let your heart rest tonight. You do not need to chase what is divinely meant for you. If it's yours, it will find you, healed, whole, and ready. The delay you feel is my grace at work. The longing you feel is my love reminding you that something is being completed in the unseen. And when the time comes, the moment will feel effortless, like the final piece of a puzzle finally falling into place. So hold on to peace. Keep your spirit open. Keep praying with quiet faith, not desperation. For soon, you will see how I turned your pain into preparation, your waiting into wisdom, and your tears into blessings. Your soulmate is being guided. Their heart is moving toward you, and when the twist unfolds, you will understand that I was never against you, I was always protecting you from what you couldn't yet see. You are closer than you think, my child. What I promised is still coming, just not in the way you expected. And when you see what I have planned, you will understand that my twist was not to hurt your heart, but to heal it forever. My child, you have waited with a faithful heart. You have prayed when it felt like nothing was moving, and you have believed even when I seemed silent. But now, the time has come for me to open the curtain on what has been happening behind the scenes. You have seen only fragments of the story, but I have seen every detail, every conversation, every thought, every hesitation that has shaped your soulmate's path. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of something beautiful. They have rehearsed words in their mind, they have imagined a moment when they would kneel and promise you forever. Their heart longs to step into that promise. But before that moment can come, I am stepping in, because love cannot be built on half-truths or unhealed pain. I am the God who purifies before I bless, who exposes before I restore. And so, before the proposal, there is a twist, a divine interruption that will reveal what needs to be healed. Do not fear it. This twist is not a tragedy. It is truth wearing the disguise of confusion. You may not understand it right away, but soon, it will make sense. I am allowing something unexpected to happen, not to break the connection between you, but to make it stronger. Your soulmate is being faced with a moment of choice, a mirror that reflects their hidden fears. There are parts of their heart that still tremble, fears of commitment, memories of betrayal, the pain of being hurt or of hurting someone else. These wounds whisper lies, that love might fail, that you might leave, that they are not enough. Those lies do not come from me. They come from the wounds of their past. And before I let them promise you forever, I must silence those voices. My child, when I allow delay, it is never to deny. It is to protect the blessing from collapsing under the weight of unfinished healing. You have wondered why things felt so close and then suddenly shifted, why the energy of love turned into silence, why someone so certain suddenly seemed unsure. It was not your imagination. That was me moving things into truth. There is a divine law at work. What is built on fear must crumble so that what is built on love can rise. So, if your soulmate has pulled back, if they seem distant or confused, do not chase them. Stand still in faith. For I am speaking to their heart louder than your words ever could. I am showing them what love truly requires, not perfection, but surrender. Do you remember the prayers you prayed, my child? You said, God, give me a love that lasts. Give me a love that's true. And I heard you. But for that prayer to be answered, I must remove everything false, everything unstable, everything that could poison what I am creating. Sometimes that means allowing the truth to surface, even when it hurts. The twist that comes now will bring truth to the surface. Your soulmate may face a situation that tests their loyalty or honesty. They may be shown the cost of pretending or the pain of running from what is real. They may even be confronted with a reflection of their past, someone or something returning, forcing them to choose between comfort and calling. But fear not, my child, for this is my divine intervention. I am not punishing them. I am awakening them. I am letting them see that real love cannot coexist with confusion or deception. And you will feel it in your spirit before you see it with your eyes. You will sense the storm before it comes. You may feel the distance, the silence, the uncertainty. But in those moments, do not panic. Stand still, because your stillness is your power. Every time you choose peace instead of fear, you give heaven permission to move on your behalf. My angels are guarding your heart. They are standing between you and every energy of heartbreak. You are not being abandoned, you are being positioned. The delay is not rejection, it is preparation. The twist is not betrayal, it is revelation. For when the truth is revealed, both of you will finally see what was hidden, and in that moment, love will be purified. Listen closely, my beloved one. What looks like an ending may actually be the beginning of clarity. I know you wanted a smooth story, a perfect sequence of events, but love is not perfect, it is sacred. And sacred things must go through fire before they can stand in glory. So I am allowing the fire to come, the fire of truth. It will burn away illusion, pride, and fear. It will expose what was never meant to be part of your future. It may cause temporary pain, but it will lead to permanent peace. You will not lose what is meant for you. You will only lose what was pretending to be. There is someone your soulmate must forgive, and someone they must release. There are words they must speak, truth they must confess, both to themselves and to me. And when that happens, you will feel a shift in the spirit. The air will feel lighter. Your dreams will change. You will feel a calmness that cannot be explained, because the divine work will be complete. I want you to understand something important, my child. When I love you, I protect you from what you cannot yet see. There are conversations being had about you that you are not aware of. There are influences trying to create confusion around your soulmate, but I am standing between them. Every lie will collapse. Every false voice will be silenced. The twist is part of that exposure. It may shake things for a while, but in the end, it will make everything clear. Do not allow fear to speak louder than faith. You are not losing love, you are gaining truth. I am not delaying your destiny, I am strengthening its foundation. What you desire is beautiful, but what I am preparing is eternal. Let me finish my work. Trust the timing, even when it stretches your heart. Soon, you will see a sign, something small yet unmistakable, that will confirm my presence in this process. It might be a message that comes when you least expect it, a dream that feels more real than waking life, or a sudden peace that settles over you after days of uncertainty. When that moment comes, know that it is my whisper saying, I am still here. I have not forgotten what I promised. And when the twist finally unfolds in full, do not react in fear. Watch with the eyes of faith. What seems like confusion will soon reveal divine order. What looks like separation will lead to transformation. For after this twist, your soulmate will no longer be the same. They will be humbled, awakened, and ready, not out of impulse, but out of divine conviction. You, too, will feel renewed. You will realize that your worth was never tied to someone's speed or delay. You will see that love is not about being chosen quickly, but being chosen truly. So rest now, my child. The twist I am allowing is only a turning point, not the end. It is the moment where illusion ends and destiny begins. When all is revealed, you will thank me, because what I am about to do will not only unite two hearts but also set two souls free. The love that is coming to you is pure, sacred, and strong enough to last a lifetime. And when you look back, you will say, God, you knew exactly what you were doing. For I am not the God of confusion. I am the God of perfect timing. And this twist, this moment of uncertainty, is simply the door to your divine beginning. My child, I see the questions in your heart, the quiet wonder of why things suddenly became complicated when everything seemed so close to fulfillment. You felt love rising like dawn, only to see clouds of confusion cover the sky again. You ask me in your prayers, God, did I do something wrong? Did I lose what you promised? But I say to you gently, no, my beloved, you did not lose anything that was meant for you. What is happening now is not punishment, it is purification. The twist that I allowed has now turned into a test, not of failure, but of faith. It is the test of truth, where the masks of illusion must fall and what is real must stand. For before true love can anchor into your life, both hearts must be tested, not to destroy, but to strengthen. The love you prayed for cannot rest on uncertainty. It must pass through the fire of revelation. Your soulmate, my child, is in that fire now. I have placed them in a season where they must confront their shadows. They are being shown who around them speaks truth and who whispers deceit. They are seeing the difference between comfort and calling, between what looks like love and what is love. There are people, influences, and distractions that have surrounded them, not all of which were sent by me. Some souls approach them with charm but carry hidden motives. Some voices flatter them but seek to pull them away from divine purpose. These are not coincidences. They are tests. For love that is meant for heaven must first prove its faithfulness in the face of earthly temptation. And I am watching, not to judge, but to redeem. My child, sometimes I allow confusion not to punish but to clarify. The pressure your soulmate feels is the hand of heaven pressing upon false foundations. The person they were before meeting you, the one who hid pain, who feared commitment, who trusted easily in flattery, that version cannot walk into the destiny I've written. So, I am allowing circumstances to expose what still binds them. You may not see it, but your soulmate is fighting inner battles. They are being tempted to repeat old patterns, to run from love when it gets real, to hide behind excuses instead of truth. But every time they try to turn away, I whisper your name into their heart. Every time they attempt to silence the memory of you, I send a sign, a song, or a dream that brings you back to their mind. It's because I will not allow their soul to rest until they choose truth over fear. And as for you, my child, this is your test of trust. You are learning to release control, to stop trying to fix what only I can heal. You are learning to love without chasing, to believe without proof. You are growing into the person who can hold divine love with grace, not anxiety. For when I join two souls, I do not simply join their emotions, I unite their destinies. And destiny must be grounded in patience and spiritual strength. There will be moments when silence stretches longer than you hoped. There will be days when you sense your soulmate's confusion and feel it as your own. But I ask you to rest in me during those moments. The spiritual thread between you remains unbroken. Even in distance, there is divine connection. Your prayers reach them as light, your forgiveness becomes their freedom. Do not let fear speak in your waiting. The enemy often tries to whisper during silence, saying, "They've forgotten you," or "It's over." But I remind you, faith grows strongest in silence. And when you continue to love without bitterness, you disarm every dark intention sent against this union. Your peace becomes your shield. I have dispatched Archangel Michael to guard this connection. His sword of light is cutting through the webs of manipulation and deceit that tried to cloud your soulmate's judgment. Every false energy that whispered confusion into their mind is being silenced. There will come a sudden moment of truth for them, a divine encounter, a realization, a message that shakes them awake. In that moment, everything they thought they understood will collapse, and they will see clearly. My child, I am not allowing this test to destroy what you love, I am allowing it to prove what you love. The truth that emerges from it will purify the bond between you. You will not have to beg to be chosen. You will not have to compete for their heart. The person meant for you will recognize your light after walking through darkness. The twist you feared was a divine classroom, and the test now unfolding is the final lesson. When it is complete, your soulmate will no longer waver between fear and faith. They will see your love as home. They will come back, not out of loneliness, but out of revelation. But I must warn you gently, the test is not only for them. It is also for you. I am asking you to stay aligned with love even when circumstances appear opposite. Do not speak words of doubt, speak words of trust. Do not allow the bitterness of waiting to poison your heart. Because as you remain calm, you give me space to move. The angels can only complete their work when your heart is still. This test is about spiritual endurance. It is about remembering that no force on earth can separate two souls I have joined. Love built on truth cannot be taken, only delayed for refinement. So if you see doors closing, people leaving, or strange delays, do not cry in fear. Those are signs that I am clearing the way for something purer. Even now, I am working in your soulmate's dreams. I am showing them visions of you, moments of your kindness, the peace you bring, the way your heart glows in prayer. I am reminding them of how they felt seen and safe when they were near you. Slowly, their spirit is waking up, realizing that no imitation of love can replace the divine connection I created between you. When the test ends, you will not have to force anything. The truth will speak for itself. There will be a moment when your soulmate reaches out with clarity in their eyes and surrender in their heart. They will tell you the truth of what happened, what they saw, what they learned, how heaven changed their path. And when you hear it, you will understand why I delayed the proposal. You will see that I was not protecting them from you, I was protecting both of you from everything false that surrounded you. My beloved child, the test is temporary, but its purpose is eternal. The lessons learned here will carry into your future union. They will become the strength that keeps your love standing through all storms. This time, love will not crumble under misunderstanding. This time, both hearts will be free. So stay grounded in faith. Pray not for quick results, but for perfect timing. Ask not for immediate action, but for complete transformation. For when the test is over, I will give you something no human could ever take, a love that is both blessed and protected by heaven itself. Soon, you will hear movement, a call, a message, a sign that the test is ending. When that happens, lift your hands in gratitude before you speak a word, because that moment will mean your prayers have crossed into reality. Until then, hold your peace, my child. Do not chase, do not worry, do not weep as if you are alone. You are not forgotten, you are being prepared. And your soulmate, though tested, is being led home by my own hand. The twist revealed the truth. The test refines the hearts. And soon, love will rise. Not as a fragile hope, but as a divine promise fulfilled. My child, the test is drawing to its end. The night has been long, yet the first light of dawn is beginning to touch the horizon of your destiny. The silence that once felt endless is now making space for a sacred awakening, not only within you, but also within the one whose soul is tied to yours. For a long time, I have been working quietly in your soulmate's spirit. When you could not reach them with words, my presence was speaking in dreams. When you felt forgotten, I was reminding them of your kindness, your laughter, the peace that surrounded you. They tried to fill the emptiness with noise, with distraction, with logic, but love born from heaven cannot be buried. Slowly, my light has been melting the walls they built from fear. They are beginning to remember what truth feels like. They are starting to realize that every path away from you only led them back to longing. They have begun to sense that the peace they once felt with you was not human comfort, it was divine confirmation. And now, as the test reaches its end, their heart is awakening to the truth I planted there from the beginning: you are home. My child, do you feel it? The air around your spirit is changing. The heaviness that sat on your chest is beginning to lift. Where once there was restlessness, there is now quiet trust. This is the sign of alignment. Heaven is shifting the energies that once kept you apart. The angels that guarded you in stillness are now preparing the path for movement. The awakening that I bring is not loud, it comes like sunrise, gentle, steady, unstoppable. Your soulmate may not yet have spoken a word, but their spirit has already started the journey toward you. I am giving them the courage to face what they avoided, to confess what they once hid, and to choose love with clear eyes. The confusion that clouded their thoughts is being replaced by clarity. The guilt that weighed them down is being washed by forgiveness. Do not be surprised if you sense their energy before they appear. You may wake with sudden peace, or dream of reconciliation so vivid that you awaken in tears. Those are not coincidences, they are signals from heaven that restoration has begun. And you, my beloved child, have changed too. You are no longer the same soul who cried at the first sign of silence. You have grown into stillness, learned the beauty of surrender, and discovered that love cannot be lost when it is divinely written. The fire of waiting has refined you, the test has taught you compassion, not bitterness. You now carry wisdom that will guide this love into stability. When your soulmate looks at you again, they will notice it. They will see peace where they left anxiety, strength where there once was need. They will recognize that my hand has been shaping you both. The conversation that once seemed impossible will flow naturally. The walls will crumble not through argument, but through presence, the gentle knowing that forgiveness has already happened. I want you to understand something sacred. Reunion is not about returning to the past, it is about stepping into what has been purified. The old patterns cannot come with you into the new season. That is why I allowed the twist and the test, so that love could be reborn without fear. Now the awakening begins. I am opening your soulmate's eyes to the depth of your worth. They will begin to see that your patience was not weakness, but faith. They will realize that every time you prayed for them instead of cursing them, you were acting out of divine love. This recognition will stir humility in their heart. They will want to make things right, not out of guilt, but gratitude. You will notice little things at first, unexpected messages, moments of synchronicity, words that sound like echoes of prayers you once whispered. Each sign will carry my fingerprint. Do not rush, let the process unfold. The flower does not force the morning sun, it simply opens when the light appears. My child, I am also healing the fragments of doubt inside you. I know there is a quiet fear that says, what if they leave again? Let that fear dissolve in my presence. What is returning now is not the same as what once left. I have rebuilt both of you from the inside. You are meeting again, but as new creations. Forgive fully. Do not bring the ashes of yesterday into the dawn of today. Speak softly when you meet. Listen more than you explain. Let peace be your language. For this time, it is not about proving who was right or wrong. It is about understanding that both of you were learning what divine love means. The angels rejoice when two souls awaken to truth. Heaven itself moves to bless what has been purified by faith. The same forces that once separated you are now bowing to divine order. Every interference is losing power. Every lie that was told is dissolving in light. You are entering a field of grace, where what is real cannot be broken again. Your soulmate will soon feel compelled to speak, not rehearsed words, but honest ones. They will want to tell you the truth about what they faced, the mistakes they made, and the realization that you were never their weakness, but their healing. When that moment comes, do not respond with pride, respond with the calm of one who knows that God arranged this moment long before pain ever entered your story. The proposal you imagined is still written, but it will come differently now. It will not be a grand display for the world to see, but a sacred moment between two hearts who finally understand what forever means. When they kneel before you, they will not just be offering love, they will be offering surrender, to me, to truth, to the journey that refined them. And when that day arrives, my blessing will rest upon you both. The same hands that guided you through loneliness will now join your lives in purpose. Your union will carry light that heals others, for you will love with empathy born from waiting, with patience born from faith. Do not rush this awakening, my child. Let it unfold in peace. Every breath, every silence, every gentle sign is part of a choreography that heaven itself is directing. You do not have to control the music, you only need to stay in rhythm with grace. Tonight, as you rest, release the last of your worry. Say within your heart, God, I trust you. That simple whisper opens doors that effort never could. Feel my presence wrapping you in safety. Feel my angels standing near, whispering that love is on its way. Healed, awakened, and ready. The dawn is here, beloved. The hearts are awakening. And what rises now will not fade again. My beloved child, the waiting has come to its sacred end. The storm that once frightened you has now passed, leaving the air clear, the ground refreshed, and your spirit ready. Every tear, every unanswered question, every lonely night was not wasted, each was a seed planted in the soil of faith. And now, the garden of your destiny begins to bloom. Your soulmate has reached the end of their wandering. The confusion that once wrapped around them like fog is lifting. They have seen the emptiness of chasing temporary comfort. They have realized that every joy away from you was short-lived, because it was never built on divine purpose. I have led them through their lessons, through pain that mirrored yours, so that when they finally come home, they come not as they were, but as who I intended them to be. You may feel their energy growing stronger around you. Their thoughts are turning toward you without reason, their heart beating faster at the memory of your name. They may not yet have spoken, but the call of their soul has already reached heaven. And I have heard it. I am guiding their steps back to you, not with haste, but with divine precision. Yet, my child, before the union manifests fully, there is one final twist, a revelation not meant to hurt, but to prepare. Your soulmate's delay was not only from confusion or pride. There was a spiritual interference woven through your bloodline, a cycle of separation, a silent pattern that tried to destroy divine partnerships before they could flourish. For generations, this curse caused misunderstandings, heartbreaks, and sudden endings. It was meant to stop the flow of divine love from fulfilling its purpose. But hear me clearly, it ends with you. You were chosen to break what others could not see. The tears you cried were not weakness, they were cleansing. Every prayer you spoke when you felt alone was breaking chains that bound your ancestors. When you chose forgiveness instead of revenge, the pattern cracked. When you chose to wait with faith instead of fear, the curse began to unravel. This is why the path took so long. You were not just waiting for love, you were purifying a lineage. You were removing the shadows that once separated hearts destined for light. And now that the final link has been broken, heaven can release the blessing that was always yours. Your soulmate's return will not just be an emotional reunion, it will be a divine event. Two souls meeting again, not by coincidence, but by destiny's completion. They will feel drawn to you as if the universe itself is pushing them forward. And when they stand before you, their eyes will carry truth, the kind that only comes from divine encounter. They will confess their fears, their mistakes, their longing, and their dreams. And in that moment, my child, time will seem to pause. The years of waiting will make sense in a single breath. You will realize that I never said, no, I was only saying, not yet. And then comes the twist that will shake your soul, when your soulmate kneels before you, holding a ring not just of promise but of purpose. They will speak the words you long to hear. But in that moment, I will whisper into your heart something greater. This proposal is not the end, it is the beginning of your divine mission. Because this love is not ordinary. It is chosen. It is meant to carry light into dark places. Your story will heal others who gave up on love, who thought that waiting was punishment instead of preparation. Together, you and your soulmate will build something eternal, not just a relationship, but a reflection of my love. Every wound you both carried will now serve as wisdom. Every lesson learned through pain will become guidance for others. Your union will be a message to the world that divine timing is real, that love blessed by heaven cannot be stolen, delayed, or destroyed. You will look back one day and realize that even the heartbreak was holy, because it carved room for this fullness. The loneliness taught you to hear my voice. The waiting trained your spirit to recognize peace over passion, truth over illusion. Now, as you prepare for what's coming, I ask you to open your heart completely. Let go of the last bits of fear. Let go of what if and when. Do not hold on to past versions of yourself or of them. This new season requires a new openness, a trust that goes beyond reason. I am sending signs, synchronicities that will confirm everything. You may notice numbers repeating, songs playing at the right moment, dreams that feel like messages. Do not doubt them. These are heaven's way of showing you that the time is near. The proposal will come not just as a symbol of commitment, but as a divine seal. When it happens, I want you to take a deep breath and feel the presence of angels around you. For in that moment, heaven itself will celebrate. Archangel Michael will stand guard over your union, ensuring no darkness ever touches it again. And then, I will pour my blessing over both of you. Your love will expand, not just emotionally, but spiritually. You will feel peace like sunlight on your skin. You will feel joy that doesn't need a reason. You will find that every struggle led to this sacred alignment. Your lives will intertwine like rivers flowing into one stream, calm, steady, unstoppable. Together, you will create a sanctuary where faith and love live as one. You will pray together, dream together, and rise together. And wherever you go, my light will go before you. Remember this truth, my child, my plans are never late. Every delay was divine design. Every silence was filled with purpose. You were never forgotten, only being refined for something greater. Now stand tall. Lift your heart. The heavens are opening. The love you thought was lost is walking toward you, purified by grace. The curse has ended, the test is complete, and the promise is ready. I bless you now, with peace that cannot be shaken, love that cannot be lost, and destiny that cannot be denied. May your days ahead be filled with laughter, your nights with divine comfort, and your union with endless light. You are my beloved. And what I have joined, no force shall ever tear apart again. The twist has been revealed, it was never about delay. It was always about divine perfection. My beloved child, now that the chapter of waiting has ended, a new dawn begins to rise over your life. You may not even realize it yet, but the air around you has changed. The heaviness that once followed you quietly is lifting. The tears that once fell so easily are now turning into silent gratitude. For what was once your prayer has become your promise. I watched you through every lonely night, when you whispered my name and asked, "When, God?" And though I seemed silent, I was never far. I was beside you in every heartbeat, shaping your story with care. Every unanswered question was being written into a greater plan, one that your human eyes could not yet see. Your soulmate is coming not as the same person who left, but as the one who has been transformed by my light. They are walking toward you now, not by accident, but by divine appointment. And when your eyes finally meet again, you will recognize my presence in them. You will know that love like this could only be written by heaven. But remember, my child, love is not just about receiving, it is about reflecting. I have filled you with so much love so you can pour it into the world. Use your story to bring hope to those still waiting. Speak gently, forgive easily, and believe fearlessly. For you are not just someone's answered prayer, you are also my messenger of love and light. I bless you now with unshakable peace. I bless your soulmate with courage to step forward. I bless your union with protection, joy, and divine purpose. Let every sunrise remind you that I am faithful, and that every ending in your life was only making space for a greater beginning. You are my chosen child. Your love story is no longer delayed, it is divinely aligned. Go forth in faith, for the heavens now smile upon